Hi, and welcome back to a bumpy ride and spiritual ride. Life hard learned lessons. You know, one of the comments I had was contained a request on the mind process or the thought process of the mind, and I'm going to try to sum it up from the top of my head as usual, the knowledge that I gained, but to understand what is happening in a dysfunctional brain is that we are basically so wrong programmed in the brain that we act and react with dysfunctional behaviors on everything. And this is based on earlier trauma. It might be PTSD, you've been assaulted, bullied in school, or, everything that comes with a dysfunctional upbringing and anything that has caused you to try to numb your feelings. Any trauma, so to speak. And it's not only addicts that has this problem. This is an emotional problem that a lot of people struggle with. I've worked the steps in the 12-step program. I worked the steps in the 12-step program. And that's what has worked for me, because with my ADHD I have, if somebody points that direction, I'll go that direction. I used to be like that. Don't tell me what to do and I'll backfire. Because as I mentioned earlier, I think I suffer from authority neurosis. With that said, is that when you have developed that thought pattern or unwillingness to see what needs to be done, you get stuck in that mental stage. And developing a dysfunctional thinking with criminality, lying, stealing, cheating, using drugs, and everything that comes in that tsunami of bad stuff that comes around with it, gets like into chewing gum that gets stuck in your brain. It's very hard to remove. But there is a solution to that. Changes doesn't happen directly, but they do happen if we work on it. And what I've discovered with myself, it always starts with a thought and an emotion, and an emotional reaction then becomes a thought, and the thought becomes something that I act on if I don't know how to hold it. And with the ADHD that I have, and I don't say that you have it, but a lot of people react instantly. The problem there is that when we react instantly like this, it causes us problems because we act without thinking. And I don't want to be like that anymore. So what I did, I was working with the steps, and I realized that I need to learn how to rest my thoughts and to, for example, sleep on a decision, not taking split-second decisions, because they tend to not be good. And one of the things that I learned down the road is that thought, word, action. If I can arrest a thought in my mind and execute it, I can use, for example, step 7 when I go into an obsessive thought or a resentment or whatever. I can ask God to remove it. I have to do my part, of course, but I can do that. But to reach that point, I've had to work the steps, and I see the steps like on the streets they call it, it's a brainwash, it's a brainwash, I don't want to do that brainwash. Yeah, well, if I have a dirty mind, dirty thoughts, dirty action, if I'm a criminal, if I steal, rob, use, smuggling, you name it, everything you've done, male or female, doesn't matter. That's dysfunctional, and I have a thought pattern that is just stuck in a loop that won't get me anything good. I need that brainwash. Yeah, I need that brainwash. I need to wash my mind. My mind is like a stage with black thoughts and white thoughts, and the black thoughts are ruining. So I need to wash them out. I need to increase the white thoughts. And the steps are like a laundry detergent that I pour into my ears. I have to learn first and take out the cotton out of my mouth and put them put them in my mouth. Learn to listen to learn to do what you've heard. And then when I sit in the meetings and I share and I take out the cotton out of the mouth, I just puke a lot of shit in the beginning. But then I put it in again and the laundry detergent goes on. And I start doing service, and I start working the traditions, and I pour some fabric softener into the detergent, and it goes on. And next time I take out, there's some clean water coming out, and less dirt. And what happens to my mind when I reprogram my brain with thoughts, when I read the literature, when I listen to people, when I write about myself, and when I do all these things, the changes start happen because I start acting different. We have a saying, fake it till you make it. Think as is, as if. All these things do happen. I have on my phone on the backside, I'm looking at it right now, I say, just do it. Expect miracles. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. And that's the way it is. And I belong to the no matter what club. I will stay here no matter what. And I will go on doing this because I still want to change. And I hope you do the same thing. Because my thought patterns has changed. I still have a lot to work with. Not as it was before, that it was a total chaos. It is organized chaos today. I know a little bit more how to cope with it, but it's taken time and it's okay. You don't do the whole mountain at the same time. You take one stone at a time. You do one question at a time, one insight at a time, one clean day at a time, or one change at the time if you don't use drugs but you still have dysfunctional behaviors. And you will get there, but only if you work for it. So work for it. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and please make a comment on this video or any other of the videos. And if you have a thought that you want to have some feedback on, please write that and I'll try to fulfill your wish. And you know what? I wish you the best of days today and every day in your life. And I hope that you find what you're seeking for. And keep coming back because I have more for you down the line. There will be a lot more. Right now, I'm talking a lot about recovery. I will share some spiritual experiences when I feel prompted to do that. I try to follow the guidance of my higher power, which I call God, and that's how it works for me. So yeah, and you're allowed to spread the message and share this video with others. It's totally fine with me. Pass it on, If somebody has use for the knowledge that I've gained through my years, I'm just glad to help you. Because that's the aim with the whole thing that I'm doing. I want to help somebody to find what I've found. Pass it on, God bless you all. And if you don't believe in God, bless you all anyway. Take care out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.